this offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The run inside. It's Overton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one, so there's a lot of eyeballs.
Throws it deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Still on his feet at the 45. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to change this route. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Got enough for the first. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hokies. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now.
He's loose on the right. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
They'll grab the squib kick close to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down down 14-7. Dropping back, it's Baker. Escapes the pressure to his right. Makes a grab on the shot. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Hokies headed quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Complete downfield. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Overton. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was two guys right next to him, so that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it back looking for help. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go right back to the run. Running through contact. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. The Rebels just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Great protection, and down the middle it goes. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Gill. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running inside, it's Lacy. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Moving out to the right. He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up 1 on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Unloads it left. He's got it. He's run out of bounds after the big game, and they are in business. First and goal.
What?
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Rebels. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing.
He'll take a deep shot here. Upstairs, he's got it. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And they don't get their hands on the ball often, but how about the big defensive line? When they do, it's fun to watch. It might take a while, Jesse, but he started to move that thing down the field.
He sure did. He just reminds everybody he's an athlete, too. This guy had some big-time moments in high school on the offensive side of the football, and he's living on defense in college. That's where he's going to make his money at the next level, but that was an unbelievably athletic play.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And a lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speeds to the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Keeps looking downfield. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. You saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit, and it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Really nice third down sub-defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Baker. They're working that left side. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Rebels offense is back on the field.
They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wide out. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He'll try to take it back. He's at the... And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They'll pull in the squib kick inside the 15. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They're going to test the right side with this one. Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains.
He tries to take the top off. Makes the catch down the right side. Wide open spaces. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. On the ground, it's Overton. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. On the move to his left. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. A big third down coming in. Hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. To the air, it's Baker. Quarterback on the move, still looking. What a stunningly boneheaded play. You can't make a miracle every time. Don't get sacked for the safety.
And that's one the quarterback just has to learn from. When you're backed up like that, you've got to be able to get rid of the football. And I know he's got to scramble. He's trying to break out to the right-hand side to see if something positive can happen. But all that pursuit is coming after him. He needs to throw that thing away, live to play another play, but instead, he gives up the big safety.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the wideout. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Catch in the middle, it's Gill.
And there you see the arm talent by the quarterback. Throwing a curl route into zone coverage, you've got to get the ball there quickly. And you saw the cannon this QB has.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Sends it downfield. Goes high to pull it in. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and the secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
And the Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense, dissect it, and make big plays.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It's stuck. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got enough for the first. He now has 91 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. They'll move the tight end. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They called their second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Baker. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's lead things off with a look in on Colorado State taking on the Mississippi State Bulldogs.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
They'll go to the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. They get to him as he throws. It's caught downfield. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Overton. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. To the ground. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here, you can tell, he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Play is stopped as they tend to an injured Ole Miss Rebel. That is the senior linebacker who's been shaken up. Holly Rowe will give us an update on his condition. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to run for it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense.
I'd have a chance. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Hokies. He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw.
This offense just hasn't found its rhythm in the second half. First half, they kind of got a little something cooking, put some points up. Here in the second half, after halftime, they got the punt, they give up a sack. They've got to get something positive to build some momentum for their squad.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their...
Goes high to pull it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And he's in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Pushes ahead. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. There he goes. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown Rebels. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode.
It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
Got room to work. Hard running there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another jump play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Maybe some room. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Rebels! And the punishment has been extended. He scores for the 5th time in this game. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Blasted as he lets it go. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Hawkins. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got the tight end. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
2nd down now after the sack. They'll run play action. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Can't get him to the ground. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Off play action. Under fire. And he never had a chance.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He fires one deep down the right side. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Dropping back, it's Baker. The short hands, it's Hairston. There's a crease. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Hawkins. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again on that last...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.